Hi, this is Shankar Meembat from the Alternative Board, Milton Keynes. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about marketing and sales, a topic that comes up quite often in some of the discussions I have. What exactly is the difference between marketing and sales, and how can you actually make it work very effectively? I try to use a very simple definition. Marketing is about creating demand for your product or your service, whereas sales is about converting that demand into orders or fulfilling the demand. So, creating the demand, fulfilling the demand. So, how do you create demand? You can create demand by building awareness of your product or your service, or even more importantly, by creating an awareness of the problem that your product or service will solve. So, if you've created the demand and your prospect customer approaches you, then it's up to the sales to convert that contact into an order, or rather, fulfill the demand. I have worked in both large corporates as well as small SMEs. In large corporates, there is often a very clear demarcation of separate teams, separate goals for marketing and sales. But you would be surprised at the amount of disconnect that still exists between them. So, what about SMEs then? Within SME small businesses, you may not find the differentiation between marketing and sales. In fact, often you'd find them all mixed up together, or just that there is a sales function and that's it. Alternatively, some SMEs do have a marketing as an outsourced function. Another common structure that you often find is marketing being outsourced and sales being filled by commission driven people. And it can be a disconnect between them. So, what do you do about it? First, dedicate resources to marketing and sales separately so that there is a clear accountability for each of them. Next, make sure that there are clear goals for each, for marketing and for sales, that have a clear dependency on each other. So, marketing's function is not just to deliver leads, but to deliver qualified leads. And the qualification criteria has to be set by the sales team. Similarly, the sales teams should have a target not just for orders converted from qualified leads, but they should have a target for orders qualified from leads at the top of the funnel, thus getting them to work together with marketing to make sure that that qualification process is efficient. And lastly, none of this will work if the two teams, the sales and the marketing team, don't have a clear and consistent view on the benefits and value that you deliver to your customers. So, to summarize, marketing is about creating the demand and sales is about converting that demand or fulfilling that demand and creating orders. To be truly successful, they need to work together in an integrated fashion. And there are three things that you can actually do to make that happen. First, have separate teams with clear goals and accountability. Two, make sure that these goals and accountabilities have a dependency on each other. And three, make sure that they have a consistent and clear understanding of the messaging of the benefits and values you deliver. Thank you very much. This is Shankar Meembat from the Alternative Board, Milton Keynes.